Dave?
Okay, Walt, let's hear the story.
No, wait a minute. I have to turn over to Walt. Here we are. Walt just got his second deer. Luckier than a son of a bitch. He didn't hit it good at all. Good thing he had Dave Brigham with him. If he had me with him, he would have had a little sooner, of course. But, anyways, here it is, and I'd like to turn the ear over to Mr. Walter Goodwin so he can tell his story. Ready? Take a little rip.
Well, 4 deer, 2 years ago. What happened is I got up in my stand at around 3:44 to be exact. I saw a deer at 3:47. Little skipper was off to the right.
Friday again?
I kind of watched it for a while. It kind of went out of sight. It didn't stay around too long. It was gone.
It's gonna cost you.
Sat there around 10 minutes. 10 minutes to 5. I heard some footprints. The wind was.
There's some footprints. Did you hear that? It's Dave Brigham all over. He heard footprints.
The wind was kind of swirling a little bit. So, what happened is I looked over and there was 2 deer there. I could see 2 deer. And he said, oh, they're not bad deer. So I always hang the bow up.
Like this cold
Got
weather.
the bow off the thing, got all ready, stood up. And they came right in beautiful, about 10 yards. The first one came in, I could see it. I was like, well, that's not a bad deer.
I'm gonna pull the other way.
I look at the other one, coming in, and it was a bigger deer. So I
just wanting to hunt the field.
So I waited.
I almost did.
Came in one apple, but he was kind of courting toward me, so I didn't really want to take a shot. So I waited.
Was it white?
I waited.
The legs.
And then he went for some more apples, and he went beautiful broadside. His head went that way, so when it did, I pulled back. And when I did, he didn't hear me, he didn't see nothing, he was still eating. I got right on where I was supposed to be. Shot it. And I saw the arrow go in, and I said, that's a beautiful shot. I said, don't get any better than that. The deer runs off, goes right straight up a hill. I grab my binoculars, my hangs, and I'm watching him. You always got to do this shit. So I'm watching him up the hill, and all of a sudden he kind of walks off. I said, well, okay, good enough. I'm going to kind of hang out here for 20 minutes, and he's a dead deer, and I'm going to go get him. So I hung out 10 minutes, let the bow down. I was down the bottom of the stand looking around, saw the blood. I waited another 10 minutes, went over, saw my arrow. Had a lot of fat on it. Didn't like that. Okay. Followed the blood trail. Of course, this is sort of 20 after 5.
Fat, right there. See?
It doesn't get dark for another hour. I got a lot of shots. Left my bow right there. I walked straight up the hill, followed the blood. Comes up to like flat.
You know what? I'm not
Walking real slow. And all of a sudden I heard some heavy breathing.
knowing that you're supposed to.
That was me. I was in the woods with Milan.
I heard that. So, what happened? I'm looking
I teased the bitch up the hill. I couldn't catch her. That was that.
I'm looking, and all of a sudden, there it is, 20 yards from me, right behind the tree, hiding. The deer, breathing it, going. Grab your arrow. And so I'm watching it, and his head's going like this, like it's kind of drunk.
Hey, so are we.
Get it up! So I'm going, oh, what am I gonna do? So I'm not gonna run up to it and put a knife into it. I don't do that shit. I can't do it. I just gotta walk out. I'll walk back down about 50 yards. Kind of watching it, and it got up. And when it got up, it kind of staggered back again a little bit, you know, kind of staggering around. And then, so it was staggering, and then I watched it, and all of a sudden, he just walked out. As far as I can see, it was about 100 yards through the woods, walking. Like it wasn't even hurt, kind of. It was staggering a little bit. And so I got the hell out of there. I went down, got to the house, called Scott Smith, because I had walkie-talkies. George and Scott had walkie-talkies. And so I talked to Julie. Julie, I said, where's Scott? He's asleep.
She called me on the
I
walkie-talkie.
said, wake him up. I need some help. Well, she didn't wake him up. I said, well, listen, when you get on the walkie-talkie.
I'm sorry, Lowell. I was tired.
I said,
Put your poor deer this week. I'm drained.
That's no excuse.
All I do is just keep seeing them being hung up here. It's a great time of the year. Take a kind of look over here. I'll tell you a little something else. I don't know what to say anymore. But very nice.
To make a long story short.
Excellent. To make a very long story short, puts his time in, he does his preparation.
Preparation.
He does,
Preparation's the key.
Don't let it
does-
be separated from preparation A.
that's the good stuff. I'll get up in the morning for old steady, my boy!
So anyways,
Once it's hung in the garage,
I called up my real friend, Dave Brigham.
Oh, you're starting to catch
He
on,
said, "What?
but I
I'll
haven't
be right
seen
there."
any come around
15
here.
minutes later, there he was. We went up in the woods.
Dave Brigham?
Dave Brigham.
Auto.
The guy running the camera?
That's me.
He leaves his flashlight down in his truck.
Oh, you know how he
It
is.
is early.
He's
So
lax
there we
and
are,
dangerous.
up
That's what I got
there.
too.
It gets dark, and we got one flashlight. We both.
That's when I can do
Yeah,
something.
but
we're
why
in
is
shape.
everybody just
So,
flailing them in the
he goes,
hall?
I go back to my flashlight. I said, no, I said, I know which way to get it. I'm gonna get it. I go back and get it, come back up.
He gets that.
What I didn't tell you is we kind of lost the blood trail. The blood trail just stopped. We didn't know where it went to after that.
Well, you told us that.
And so, well, I didn't tell the camera.
No.
So,
Sorry, camera.
and then I got back up to where Dave was before we were stopped.
You did?
Dave was right up there.
There it was.
Dave goes, I found more blood, but then it stopped again.
You shut the button.
So we got up there and
I think Brigham was doing that on the ground.
we saw just a speck on a leaf and all of a sudden it opened up again and there we were. Walking another probably 100 yards. The flashlight,
Did he watch it?
down she was.
Within the first 15 minutes for some.
Not the biggest one I
He
got,
does any
but,
prep work?
Whoa, that is nothing wrong with that.
That trail time.
That's not the biggest one, Walt?
no, it's not the biggest one. I put a lot of time in.
Hey, is this deer fell?
Second biggest?
It is now!
What's that?
Second biggest?
I would say so. I think the 7-pointer I got was bigger than this, yeah. And, oh yeah. I got another one this year that it's also on the camera. You guys will be able to see it, but not quite as big as this one.
George, how's your hunting going?
Well, it's not too bad. I hit a beauty yesterday,
Where'd you hit it for?
right through the lungs. Beautiful shot. I only had this much to shoot at, but son of a bitch.
How come you only had that much to shoot at?
That thing was only this high.